So I wanted to take a second and just show you how we get water to the horses 8 months out of the year. This system actually works. A few years ago we had a real dry summer, and it kind of let us down there. But if you look over here behind me, there's a whole mess of springs up there, and it all collects into that little waterway, and then we bring it all down here. Comes through a sluice pipe, and we rigged up a barrel, and I'll get you a closer look at that when I get down in there. And then we just ran water line, and I'll show you where it ends up. It's pretty good stuff, really. Hang on, quite a bank here to come down. So this is what we rigged up out of the sluice pipe. We got a piece of old roofing and a barrel, and the barrel has a hole cut in it, and we put an old window screen over it. And then let me get the shot here. Down there, the water line comes out, and the water line comes out down there, and it runs. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I can see it with my eyes, but it runs all the way downhill. And just give me 1 second. I'll walk down there and show you where it ends up. Then we come down here. Now I'm walking down into the horse pasture. There's quite a ways downhill from up there, so this is all just a gravity fed system. But you can see where the line comes down through, and then it feeds this tub. And as I said, on a good year, runs about 8 months out of the year. We've had dry summers where it didn't. Once those springs dry up, but I think 3 or 4 years ago, it ran for the entire winter, except for there might have been 2 weeks out of that winter. That was the winter that wasn't, is what we called it. It never got below 20 degrees. We didn't have hardly any snow to speak of. And but this is our watering system for the horses. I jokingly call this our little house on the prairie. There's no electric here, so therefore we have solar lighting. We do this with water. Times when this isn't running, we cart the water in 5-gallon cans, and that gets old pretty quick. But a winter like this, we've been carting water in pails for probably since the middle of December anyways, at least, if not a little bit longer. I did do a little bit more cleanup. I was surprised at how much just what I took off yesterday, how much the stuff underneath that thawed. I got another 3 or 4 good heavy buckets out of there, and I did end up spreading 100 pounds of 15 on the one pasture. I had a little bit left in the spreader when I got done, so I just came out and hit a couple other areas, but the main focus of the fertilizer was the main pasture, and we got a pretty good coverage on that, so that should be fine. Still got a couple of bags left over. I had an onion farmer tell me that onions love 15, so we're going to try that on our onions this year. So it's starting to feel like spring is here. It's starting to look like spring is here. I don't know if you can see my shirt, if you can read this all, but this shirt came from Farm Focused, and and $25, 100% of the proceeds went to help the farmers in Iowa and Nebraska due to that massive flooding they had. Some of them poor guys lost all of last year's, or most of last year's harvest. And I know some people right off the bat, you know, their first instinct is, well, you know, they've got insurance. Well, you know, they do, they probably do, but insurance doesn't cover all their losses. So anything you can do to help out, go check out Farm Focus, and it's really a good cause. Lots of other neat apparel on there too. You don't have to buy the shirt that supports those farmers, but check it out. See what you can do to help. I'm sure every penny is appreciated out there. Thanks for now. I'll be back.